Did you guys see that? I hate to share this. Did you see Elon Musk's tweet? I saw it
Well,
live
you
and
are
my
rated. You can do the
jaw
equations in your
dropped.
head.
Well, no,
It was a
listen, this is what he did.
Tuesday.
You ready for me? You ready for me to tell you what it was? I
Yeah.
got a copy of it. It had a picture of a 7-Eleven with the gas price at 7-Eleven a gallon,
Oh,
and then his stock closed at the end of the day at 7-Eleven.
interesting. So is that a prediction for this year, you think?
I don't think it closed that day. He predicted in the morning.
Oh. So that's proof that it was rigged, or that's
How much
how does
power
that happen?
do you have to actually have a stock land on the exact penny
Yeah,
Okay,
at the end of
somebody
the
needs
day?
to
I see
Google
what you're
seven
saying. So
Elon
Elon
Musk
Musk has got a lot of
7-Eleven.
power, is what you're saying.
I'll overlay the image of it that he did.
I don't
But
remember gas prices ever getting to 7-Eleven. That was as
I
bad
don't
as it
know.
was.
I
It
don't
was pretty
know.
high.
That was his tweet. It might have been an image. Well, in
It's probably
California,
somewhere in the Bay Area.
Maybe California, I
but the
suppose.
tweet came in the morning. Picture of 7-Eleven with the gas price 7-Eleven. End of the day, his stock closed at 7-Eleven.
But what about all
Interesting.
coincidence? Like all that stuff from The Simpsons. And
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of that.
That,
Oh
is
my
that
gosh.
real? To me, I'm looking at this stuff.
I
And
don't
they have
know.
like they have like, there's a
don't know.
famous one of like at the Grammys, and it was a selfie of all these
Uh-huh.
entertainers, and like 10 years before, The Simpsons had that exact same picture.
Yep.
I'm like, there's no way. There's no way.
Oh
Can
yeah,
I
they
give-
had an
can I put
episode
my
with coming down the escalator. They had Simpsons had an episode with coming down the escalator years before he did.
Here's my 2 cents.
Yes.
And that is, and again, you can call me crazy, okay? So, but this is what
Oh, I
Crazy?
will.
I think I've said this in my own talk that a lot of this stuff has been going on for a long time. There have been good guys and bad guys, black hats and white hats, if you want to call them that, whatever, for decades, long before most people had any idea this was going on. I know that, the junk with the debt-based Federal Reserve money system, that was long before The Simpsons going on. Anyway, I think there was a plan to turn things around, and it was in the works even in the 90s and even before that, and that there were good guys and bad guys even then, and somehow the guys in control of the Simpsons were the good guys. Don't ask me how. I don't know.
Control of
But
the Simpsons? You mean the writers, or it's just somebody
I don't
working
know.
on their staff?
I don't know. They're
somebody
working
giving
with.
them-
Let me back up. We
Yeah.
know that the CIA has had a hand in making a lot of movies,
Yeah,
and the FBI. I mean, that's been known for decades. Is
yeah.
anybody disputing that?
It's called Project Mockingbird, is what it is.
Mockingbird.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what's the counter to so supposedly Project Mockingbird is all filled with black hats, the bad guys.
But maybe not, is what you're saying.
No, what
Okay.
I'm saying is, well, either that or that there's a counter to Project Mockingbird. If I were on that team, if I were on the team good guys and I was trying to come up with something, you use the same kind of techniques that the bad guys use, except you use them to benefit you. And so they were doing, predictive programming long before, there's stuff about like the 9/11 towers and all that stuff going down from the 70s. They were talking about, they had stuff that's predictive programming about that and about other events that have since happened. So for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm not in control. I can't prove it. I have no other way of knowing except to say that maybe either the bad guys thought this was going to somehow work in their favor or the good guys planned this.
Yeah,
I don't know what
I don't
else
know.
to say.
It's tricky.
I think
It's
it was
been-
planned. I think that the whole
Audio
thing was
edit.
planned back then. I do. But
Yeah,
was
I
it-
definitely believe that more than there's some Simpsons prophecy or crystal ball that they
yeah,
have.
I don't
you
think
know?
I
Yeah.
think
It's
it's
just
predictive
eerie.
programming. They
It
knew
is
it was
eerie.
coming,
It
and
is eerie. Yeah.
they planned it out, and now they're trying to make things happen the way they did. I mean, another one was like, remember a couple of years ago in Canada, they had the truckers boycott,
Oh, how could you
Yeah.
forget?
and they had the guy there was a Simpsons, I think it was the Simpsons, where the guy that was the governor or I don't know if it wasn't necessarily the president, the prime minister of Canada, but maybe it was something like that. And he crawls out as they're doing this truckers thing. I mean, it was so many of the details were the same. It's just incredible. Do you know what I'm talking about? This played
No,
out.
I don't. I'm not
That's
familiar.
another
I don't know
example.
the episode, but
That happened.
Send me a link for that one. I want to
I'll
check
find
it
it.
out. All right.
It was a couple years ago, but it was something very similar to that.
Audio edit.
So again, did that just happen by coincidence? You can think so. I don't. You know, sure. I mean, I think that, you know, some of it's like not just planned, but, you know, they say, hey, we predicted this, let's make it happen. Who knows? But yeah, there's a certain amount of that going on.
I agree. Hey, if you like these kind of conversations and you'd like to see more, click like and subscribe to our channel. And if you're at the computer and you'd like to hear the whole podcast, click right here.